Real quick audio check. Okay, why did that not work? Try
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now, the Zoom homies.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show featuring the Zoom homies, produced by LK Productions.
Our first guest tonight is none other than Jose Photo Mix Media himself. Hello, Photo Mix Media. And right off the bat, get a chat message. And oh, okay. So he's the honorary first one. That's funny. Greg's gonna join us.
Yeah.
Audio and video are good on YouTube. Yeah, I remembered to hit the button. I'm going to figure out a way to streamline that yet one more time. And I'm playing around with my background. I'm using a new thing that I created the other day. I really want to improve on that, but I don't know how I can do that actually. Pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. It's got decent effects, so I may just leave it like it is. You may notice on the YouTube stream that I added a poke at myself there in the lower left-hand corner. I was watching a television show this morning, or this afternoon, or whenever it was, I don't remember. And when I seen that specific look, I thought, man, I gotta get this. And that's the final results right there. And it's keyed into the Stream Deck. Obviously, if I hit that, that goes away. See how long that takes. That's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. I think I have I have 18 of them programmed in now. 18 different pictures.
Oh.
Yep. Well, I'm still looking at that IR fan view or whatever it is. I'm still working on making that work for me. Because if that'll do what I think it will do, or what I was told it will do, then I don't need 18 buttons. I can hit one button and it'll run through a slideshow and do the same thing I want it to do. Just yet another way of making me lazy. That's all that is. Hope everybody had a good Thursday. Photo Mix Media says, okay, he's on his headset. And guessing there might be some audio issues with the headset. I do not know. So, tonight's stream will be, the stream itself will be short. Possibly Mrs. K is cooking some dinner. And then I will end the stream, keep Zoom running, go eat, and come back and rejoin Zoom itself. Mrs. K's schedule got changed already at the new place. She's not off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. She's only off Saturday, Sunday now. It's a good thing we didn't make any big plans to go anywhere like we had talked about, because if we did, we would have to make some major adjustments. So that kind of worked out for the better. Let's see what the delay is. Oh, that's not bad at all. Man, that was relatively quick on that. Okay, so Photo Mix Media is not wearing his headset. We want to make sure we get that clarified. So 1, 2, about 3 seconds it shows up from OBS to YouTube stream. That's pretty good. I'll take that every day of the week. That is real good. I wonder if I could make a background for Zoom itself. Probably not. I started watching, I seen a really cool effect earlier today, and I started watching it tonight. And it was so involved about halfway through, I said, nope, that's above my pay grade. The guy he started out with 2 pictures, and when I stopped watching it, he was up to like 20 different nodes, and I'm like, good golly. I mean, I did learn something. I didn't realize you do not have to have the node connected to the media out to view it. All you got to do is drag it into the viewer, and you can see whatever it is you're trying to do. So that's pretty handy. Mr. Tim's going to join us. Wonder where Alex is at. He knew I was streaming at 10:30.
I had a pretty good day.
Yeah, it sounded like it. You got to work outside, it looked like.
Yeah, it was 74, 75, I think.
We were 67, but the wind, oh my goodness. That was horrible.
It's supposed to be 58 tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to be barely 30, I believe, if I remember right. I'll check it in a minute. I'm answering. It's good to see Bobby Warren. Now we know Bobby was not the victim of the shooting in Orlando last night. Of course, we kind of already knew that up.
Yeah, I figured that from seeing the news.
Some 24-year-old young reporter. It's tragic. Well, they've upped it to 43 now for tomorrow. 51 cloudy on Saturday, 57 on Sunday, cloudy, 63 again on Monday, 90% chance of rain, which means we'll probably will get rain. We've gotten rain pretty much all evening tonight. I'm doing good, Bobby. How are you? The tech messed up. He disconnected the cable TV feed from the house box. I had to use tools to rehook it up. And you guys and your technician issues, I don't, you got the doggondest luck with that. I'll go ahead and, what did I did? I wanted to pop chat out.
I got some good news today. My son starts his job next week.
Nice.
Hell, he could walk up there.
Is that the one you bought the car for?
Yeah.
Take the car back. All right, I got to figure out what I did with chat here because it did not pop out like I anticipated to do. Let's try this again. There we go. That popped it out and bring it over here. Within walking distance, that's good.
Yeah, he could walk. It's only taken 10 minutes.
That's not bad.
No, not at his age.
Well, depending on how far it is, at any age, 10 minutes might be about good. I don't think I have ever had the privilege of being close enough to walk to where I worked. I lived in one job I had. I rode the bus a couple times because my car got stolen. That was that's kind of funny. I didn't realize how easy you could steal a Ford Escort. So Comcast did a lousy job. Comcast tried to schedule an appointment. They said it would be $100 for the tech to come. So they disconnected it and wanted to charge you $100. Now there's a pretty good scam right there.
Yeah, really.
Have the tech come out for a free service call, disconnect the cable, and then to get the tech to come back, they're going to charge you $100. Pretty good scam, I think.
Let's say
Now I got to go find it's over here now.
I think I'd tell them, if I got to do your job, you're going to give me 10 days off my bill.
At least, yes. At least. Minimum of 10 days. I would be going more for almost an entire month, if not longer. There's Mr. Cheek.
Hmm.
Hey, Tim.
Hey,
Guessing you're having audio difficulties?
I'm having computer difficulties.
Okay. Just not.
Major computer.
It's all my fault, Ken, because me and him have been talking on the phone for almost 2 hours just now.
Really?
Yes.
About his computer?
No.
Oh.
He's just sitting around with nothing to do, and we were messaging on Messenger on Facebook, and he don't like to type, so he called me.
I'd stick with the story that it's your fault because you were talking for 2 hours. That's a better appeal to it. Doesn't help your support job out much, but has much better appeal.
Alex kicked the cables,
So
ran over him with a wheelchair.
what's up with this
Okay.
computer? Did he tell you?
I have no idea. It's just we've been talking about different things.
Right. Well, he's actually joined twice and left twice, so he must be having some problems. And since you're late to the show, Mrs. K's schedule got changed. She no longer has Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. She only has Saturday, Sunday. So it's really it's a good thing we didn't make any plans to go anywhere, because we would have to change those. Bobby Warren wants me to tell you that the tech came out and disconnected his cable from the cable TV feed from the house box, and he had to use the tools to rehook it up, and they were going to charge him $100 to come back, which is a hell of a good scam when you think about it. Send a tech, they disconnect it, call them up.
Well,
Go
my
ahead.
question for Bobby Warren is, why did they do that?
I don't know. I'm sure since he can hear you, I'll get an answer in chat. As you know, I can't speak for other people. We've had that conversation once today. We'll just wait for him to answer in the chat. Oh, Tim comes back. I want to hear what's up with his computer. And see if anybody knows why Doug didn't stream today.
I don't have any problems. Everything's working fine.
Yeah, oddly enough, my computer's been working really good today. They was fixing my parents' internet, and I don't know why they disconnected the TV feed. Okay. So there's your answer, Alex. They was out, and they was fixing my parents' internet, and he has no idea why they did it. Inexperienced tech, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no issues with AT&T, and I don't use cable TV, so I can't say one way or the other how that works, because it's been so long since I haven't had cable TV. The only problem I had when we had cable TV, what brief time we did have it in Illinois, was they would do the maintenance at such dumb times and not tell anybody. You'd just be watching TV, and all of a sudden it'd be gone, and it was due to maintenance. Yeah, I can't handle this quickness tonight. Man, that's pretty quick. I was trying to be cute and sneak one in behind the other before it disappeared, but I couldn't even do that. That is super quick. I like this. Now, in all sincerity, though, in all honesty, that's the way it ought to be. Okay. All right. Wintermute says he's not sure, but he did say that he was canceling. Okay. That is a possibility. I know he does get those from time to time. Welcome into the chat, Wintermute. Good to see him, as always. I really hope B.H. Ringer joins us tonight. I sent him an email. Haven't heard anything back. I hope Mimi's all right. Sent her an email and haven't heard anything from her a few days now, which that's understandable.
You see my post on Messenger?
About your vacation, or is there another one?
Actually, it was in YouTube chat.
Oh.
9:34.
Something about being second, I believe. I don't remember
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. You said send you a message, right? Give you a heads up.
I says, no more sending Tony a text.
Which, believe it or not, I do not do that.
I know you.
I honestly do not do that. In fact, I'll set it up and I'll start my channel and I walk away from the computer. So I don't get back until about 5 minutes till showtime, and then I start reading and try to catch up on stuff. Yeah, that is kind of funny. That will do it. If I join Zoom, I will show you guys the house box. Okay, cool. Shoot me an email and I'll give you the credentials and we'll gladly welcome you into Zoom, and hopefully you'll be able to show your camera and we'll put a face to the name and a voice to the face. What you up to there, Alex? Looks like you're in deep thought.
Oh, just messaging another one of my college buddies. He has became, he's been working at his local internet company where he lives as a help desk for a good 2 or 3 years now.
Right.
And he just got promoted to, what do they call it? A network operations manager or something like that.
Okay.
Helping set up new network monitoring software and all kind of stuff. So he just got himself promoted.
Did you ask him for a job yet?
He lives where he works is a little too far away. It's further than going to this place. I might hear back from her further than going to Little Rock. So my mom probably don't want to.
You can't work remotely with them? You do realize that it's the year 2023. There are a lot of remote jobs nowadays.
Yeah.
This ain't like 2022 when you had to go to the office.
Well, the 5-day work week is dead, they said on CNN.
I wish they would tell the place where Mrs. K was working, because they just that's what happened is to her Mondays, they added a 5th day to her schedule, which is fine, but it would have been nice if they would have said, hey, we're going to change your schedule. You're going to be working on Monday now. If she had to look something else up, and she hadn't done that, we would have taken off and not been back till Monday night, and chances are there could have been a problem. I don't think there's much communication between companies. Oh, I forgot. I got to go into DaVinci and change those. I got to expand those.
Oh God, here we go already.
I said,
my God.
I didn't say I was going to do it
I'm gonna
right
have
now.
I'm gonna have to lay down and take a nap. Sorry.
Did you get a nap today?
No,
Oh my goodness,
I didn't get up till 2:40.
Oh my goodness. What time did you finally go to bed?
It was about 4 o'clock. I got to watching three episodes of Band of Brothers.
Okay.
I uploaded it in case you want it.
I will check it out.
It was that one that was HBO miniseries, 10
Yep, I remember it.
10 episodes long. Followed the Easy Company of the 506th Parachute Infantry of the 101st Airborne Division,
Yeah.
all through World War II.
Bobby said they gave his parents a new cable box and modem. When he turned it on, it said something that there was no signal. That would suck. Get all new equipment, hit the button, nothing. That would not go well.
I would say your ass is coming out here and fixing it.
And not for $100 either. That's just true.
Right. No charge.
Yeah.
That's one good thing about Windstream is whenever they send a tech out for any reason, with my mom's account or with my new account, it's always been free of charge. They never charged us for a tech to visit ever for any reason.
I'm trying to make an adjustment in OBS on the red one. I'm thinking about expanding it to the same size as the one that's underneath it, but I don't remember which one this is. And right now I'm just freely clicking on in OBS, and when I went to move something, it didn't move. So I'll deal
Oh
with
God,
that.
we're gonna lose everything.
We're not going to get that lucky. Except for Da Vinci. We will not lose Da Vinci. Wouldn't that be funny? Well, you guys aren't going to believe this. I don't have a camera. I can't do Zoom, but I can share Da Vinci. So tonight's show, I haven't even had Da Vinci open today. That one, there was a really cool effect, but man, it was involved. I may revisit it at some point in time, but for right now, it's just way, way above me. I wonder if Photo Mix Media is out in the community. That could be why he's got his microphone.
Could be.
Yeah. Bobby Warren says he thinks it was a new tech. Now, those are always fun to deal with. Always fun to deal with.
Trying to figure out how I can get my kid to get credit for making the car payments, seeing that I signed all the paperwork.
Oh, good question.
And he can't get it through Navy Federal because he's been banned.
We'll have to have that story when the stream's not running. That how do you get banned from a credit union? Don't answer that. We'll do it later. And for the third try, we are going to give Tim attempt number 3. Maybe he rebooted. My money's on he rebooted. I see Jim's joined us and Tim's rejoined us for the third attempt. Hey, Tim. Oh, there he goes. Did you reboot, Tim? Nope, Tim's gone again. Oh, that's not funny, but it's funny.
I just thought of something when you said Jim is joining us. I seen a picture of a t-shirt that I thought he might like.
When it comes to Tim, it's that old Howard Cosell thing. Down goes Frazier.
Yeah. That's his third attempt. I don't know. He said he's having computer issues.
He forgot to pay his internet bill, and as soon as he tries to connect, they shut him off.
Hey, Jim, I saw this t-shirt the other day. Saw this picture of a t-shirt the other day and thought of you. It said something. I'm not looking at it right now, but it said something along the lines of, "Don't piss off old people because the threat of going to prison, the threat of life in prison doesn't seem so bad," or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few of them out there about old people.
Yeah, I think I've seen one that basically goes very similar to that. It says, "Don't piss off old people. Life imprisonment is not much of a deterrent."
Right.
That's the exact one.
Yep. Well, my t-shirts, even though some of them do have funny sayings, I'm not buying them for the sayings. I'm buying them for the $2 cost of the t-shirt. I mean, they could say something outrageously stupid on there, like Ken's an idiot, and I'm still going to buy it at $2. Thinking about marketing some t-shirts that say Ken's an idiot. See if
that's okay as long as they don't. That's okay as long as they don't say Alex is an idiot.
That's what's going to be on the back. It's going to say Ken's an idiot on the front. Or it'll say, remember what was the old t-shirt? I'm with, and it had the thing, or I'm with stupid, or had an arrow or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it needs to say? It needs to say Ken's an idiot on one side. It needs to say Josh is an idiot on the other.
No, 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 no. Not gonna say that. So Bobby said he didn't call when he was on his way. I rarely get a call from the tech when those days were happening. They just kind of show up. What pissed me off
Yeah.
the one time I dealt with the cable company was the guy came out, did what he needed to do. Everything was fixed, everything worked. He went out and sat in his van, and then they tried to charge me for an hour. And I said, well, two things are going to happen here. One, you're not going to charge me, and two, the guy sat in front of my house for over 30 minutes. There's part of your hour. And they were like, oh, we didn't know that. I'm like, I'm telling you, you can charge other people and they want to pay it. That's fine, but this isn't happening with me. So, and he wasn't a new tech either. Yes, you're trying to speak.
My biggest issue, and I know there's no way around this, but my biggest issue with talking to technical support or customer services when you're having an issue, you can't actually show them or email them or text them any pictures or anything to show them what's going on. It's got to be either just straight chat messages and text or on their website or
Yeah,
talking on the phone.
a lot of them don't allow you to attach things to it. So
That's what I'm saying. I wish they would. It'd make things a whole lot easier.
Jim, you remember the quote from Animal House when they were in the dean's office and he goes, fat, drunk, and stupid kid is no way to go through life. And he starts to throw up. He goes, well, out with it. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Another one of my favorite movies. You might enjoy if you're watching the stream. That looks blurry to me.
What the hell's blurring to you?
If you look in the lower left-hand portion of the YouTube stream,
Yes.
they look to be a tad bit blurry. That's not it.
Well,
It's not.
the text is fine.
Yeah, the text
not.
is part of the picture. And again, I don't remember which one this is, so I will have to go figure it out later.
It looks fine to me. You know, you got to remember you just had your eyes looked at yesterday, so it's probably your eyes.
Possibly. That's a good possibility.
I know that's probably waiting room material, but
Do I have this one in here twice? Apparently I do because it's there and it's there. So I'm missing one somewhere. That one, I found that one to be kind of humorous. Then I'm going to leave that one running for a while. That's the 17th one, which means I'm missing one though. Doggone it. Oh well. How's the new rig running?
Well, I haven't played with it for a few days. It's still got that weird problem that every so often it doesn't want to come up right away. Once it's up, it's fine. And there was another BIOS release a day or two ago. So I'm guessing they're aware of something going on and they're attempting to fix it. I'm probably going to do the BIOS update while I'm with you guys here.
mine
When
only
you
has
do,
that problem.
I'll what's that called? Spotlight you so we can all see it.
Well, I'm not there yet.
We'll just gotta have another drink. Hold on, this is only the 13th one. Let me have one more.
Mazel tov.
Mine only has that problem if the power goes off or if I unplug it. Then it takes a while to come back on.
Good stuff. Yeah.
But as long as the power don't go off and I don't unplug it, it comes on really quick if I shut it down.
Yeah, I guess I'm fortunate that I've only had to do one BIOS update, and that was when I built it, and so far I'm good. Because that's one of my fears too, is that the power will go out.
Well, the streaming machine, I think had one BIOS update, and it's a 2-year-old machine. I mean, literally, I think there was like one BIOS update from the manufacturer, and that's all I've ever seen.
My computer has had at least 3 or 4, and my mom's computers had at least 5 or 6, maybe 7. But her computer's 5 years old this year.
Wow.
It'll be 5 years old this year, and it's still running just as good as it was when we built it, which is fantastic.
So Bobby says he's going to tell him to fire Joe. They'll just tell you he's a new tech and that he's going to get retrained, and they'll hope that you buy that. If you have to call him back out, tell him you don't want Joe. See if that goes over well.
Now I would like to do the exact opposite. The guy that came and installed our fiber when he first came in, is the guy that they sent to first install our fiber, the 24-year-old kid. I really liked him. I'd like for them to send him back out again. But that probably won't happen because he was just there temporarily to help install all the new, because they had a bunch of new customers to install all at once. And they didn't have enough help.
Here's a trivia question for you. How many techs from the same company have you had at your house at one time? With the follow-up question to that, of the techs you've had from the same company at your house at one time, how many of them were supervisors?
The first question is 2. I've had 2 from the same company at one time. The second question is none. None were supervisors, but I've had 2 people at one time. At least twice. I've had 2 different people. I've had 2 people come to the house 2 different times to work on it.
Well, I had 3 supervisors and 2 techs one time from AT&T because I was rather upset with them. And oddly enough, they did get the problem fixed.
They better be able to with 3 supervisors and a couple of techs.
I'm buzzing through these pretty quick. I've got my folder that these are in brought up, and I'm trying to determine which one is the picture I need. And I think I figured it out. In fact, I know I figured it out. So this one right here, I got to change. This will be fun. I should do this on. Greg, how do you feel about an OBS Stream Deck update?
I don't think I've ever had a supervisor come out and do anything, just text. But what'll happen is when the tech comes out, like when the tech came out to turn the internet back on the other day, he called his help desk or his supervisor, and they punched something in on their computer. But that's about it. I never had the supervisor actually show up.
Well, the funny thing is, the tech that ended up fixing it, he and I talked a little bit afterwards, and he's like, "Those guys are just idiots. They don't know what they're doing."
That's what's hilarious. They say the same thing here. I mean, the techs that physically show up at your house, they know what they're doing, with the exception of the 24-year-old kid that showed up. I knew more than he did, but I still enjoyed talking to him.
All right, so that should be Funny's 13, and it is. So now I have to go figure out. Oh my goodness!
He did exactly what I asked him to do. Exactly how I wanted it done.
Now, do I have to turn this back on to get this to work? Okay, so it's not that one. Why is that coming on twice? Oh, because that's pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that. All right, so it is not 14. You know, if I'd have had any brains when I did this, I would have maybe changed the names from Screenshot 23 2022 blah 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 to what it was.
Why be normal?
Yeah. Why do something that would make sense? It's not going away right now. That's what's confusing me. Oh, I know why it's not going away. It's not going away because it's turned on in OBS. Which, now that I think about it, that's the more logical way to approach this. Instead of doing it that way, let's do it this way. So 12, nope. 11, nope. It's not the 3-piece introduction. Nope. 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 Nope.
Don't shoot.
Yes. Kind of cute. I can go with that, I think. I still like the one I found or someone sent me that's got the guy laying there and said he was flying his hot air balloon.
Well, I saw that briefly flash up as you were going through them.
What's that?
The guy in the bed all wrapped up?
Yeah.
It briefly flashed through as you were going through them.
Yeah, I'm going to run back through them in a minute. I'm looking for one specific one, which I apparently do not have in there. So I'm going to add yet another one.
For the 18th time.
Yeah, really. I think I'm spelling that wrong. That's going to be the 15th one. We're going to go OK. We're going to go browse. We're going to go to the D drive. We're going to go to OBS, resources, funnies. And we're going to grab the picture that I don't see. That's interesting. Oh, there it is. There we go. We're going to hit OK. We're going to slide it down to here. We're going to leave it exactly like that. Now we're going to turn that off. Go back over to Stream Deck. I'll catch up with chat here in just a minute. I'm kind of wanting to get this done. And did I spell funnies wrong? Because it's numerically in order. Are you kidding me? What the heck? There it is. That shows up. Funnies 15. So you know what? Let's just get rid of that. Why would I want to do something that would work? So I want to go that. That. There it is. Now if I hit the button, aha, that works out perfect. Good deal. So now, go Long Dog. Are you back in the Empire Valley Desert or whatever it is, or are you still up in Idaho? Go catch up with chat here. That would be too easy if you named. Yeah, of course that'd be too easy. I mean, why would I know? It snowed here yesterday. He must still be up in Idaho. Whiteout condition. You were stuck at the store for about 45 minutes. No snow when we went in. Yeah. All right, Bobby, give us an update tomorrow. And tomorrow she's working 16, so still in Idaho. All right.
You finished futzing?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Do what you need to do.
I've just been waiting for you to finish futzing.
I'm done. Okay, so here we go. From the beginning to the end. There's Jim's favorite one right there. I probably would have ordered it not with anyway, but so there I was, 40,000 feet in the air, when all of a sudden This one took me a couple times to actually read to get it. And when I get the slideshow set up that I want, I'm going to have to determine what's a good length of time to leave them up. I'm thinking about 3 seconds, maybe. I honestly don't know.
Now, some of them 3 would be enough. Others, it might be longer.
Yeah. I might have to expand that one a little bit too. In fact, why don't I try to... No, I'll do that later.
I wonder if that's the famous bridge that there's a YouTube channel dedicated to.
Oh, I have no idea. Unfortunately, I can't... Well, I can expand it if I knew which one it was. Again, I had to use common sense and see, I can expand it as big as I need to, but then I'm learning that if the picture isn't the exact, see, I can, when I crop it, I crop out the car, which is fine, and then I can crop this down, I think, to about right there. That should be a little easier to read. I hope. I don't know. Oh yeah, I can read it from where I'm sitting with my blindness, so that's good. Got that one from Robert. This one I need to expand as well, I've been told. So let's go ahead and expand that now that I actually have figured out how to do that without going into Greg's favorite program that I like to use. Ah, that's going to be a problem.
Better not say that dirty word.
Can I spell it?
I don't know. Can you spell?
Bada boom. He caught on to that real quick. No, we have not rehearsed this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I don't like that. That's going into Zoom. I do not like that. The whole point of this.
That's that lettering. I mean, I'd probably have to expand it to full screen to actually see what the hell it is. Yeah, if I do full screen, I can see what it is.
Yeah, I've expanded it to take up everything. Somebody really thought this through. A car powered on free-range chickens and designed by a team of hand-picked potatoes experienced driving on mushrooms and coke. Yeah, just go ahead and put this back over here. Yeah, I may be modifying that one as in getting rid of it. Go to the next one. That one looks pretty good now, I think. That one I pretty well like how that looks. And these two go hand in hand. That was the original too, actually. And I still don't know if I want to take the red one and match it up to the size of the white one or not. I could. It's not all that difficult to do now. Go in here and just grab it right here. Go to about there. Turn this one back on. Yeah, it's pretty close. Go ahead and see if I can. That's about it right there. I don't think I can move the other side. So if I go to this, yeah, close enough. That's going to work for tonight. And turn those off. Boy, she's frying something. Smells like she's frying fish. And these two go hand in hand. Again, as I explained at the top of the show, when I was watching the TV show this is from, the IBF, that when I seen that specific look, my first thought was, You watch Ken Stout live?
All right.
That's from a high school buddy of mine.
So, you say she's frying fish. So, um, I thought you couldn't have fried fried fish, fried stuff.
I can have anything I want. I just can't eat it in excess. I have to eat stuff in moderation. That was the one that was missing. I added it. That's what it's. I don't think that's what it is, but that's what it smells like. Because we haven't bought fish in like forever. So if it's fish, I don't know where she snuck it in from because we haven't bought fish in a long time. Now we'll probably be buying fish Saturday. Maybe I'm just thinking ahead in my mind, in my olfactory senses. I'm like, oh, that's some of the fish. I don't know. I have
She
no
went out in
idea.
the back. She went out in the back pond and caught it.
Yeah. Could have done that in Vegas. We had a koi pond. Kind of missed that. Looks like Jim's doing his thing. Let me go ahead and spotlight him. Oh, I get what he said now. Am I done? Tony Wallace says Da Vinci. Maybe put top half on the screen. You can obatining, spinning design. Yeah, there's a couple things I could do.
Are you letting it download off the internet, Jim, or are you doing it off a flash drive?
No, I'm doing it off a flash drive.
It's pretty quick.
Yeah, it's going to reset everything, so I'm going to have to go back in and
Right.
put things back where they were.
Da Vinci. Yeah, I need to do at least a weekly Da Vinci. Thinking about maybe expanding my horizons a little bit and tinkering around with OBS a little bit more. Can't hurt anything. Don't think it can help anything, but it can't hurt anything. I was telling them earlier tonight, Jim, before you joined, that I did learn something tonight watching a YouTube on DaVinci, that you don't have to connect it to the media out to see the results of the node. All you got to do is drag the node into the viewer, and then you can see whatever it is you were doing, which was pretty interesting.
I'll take your word for it because I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's friggin' Greek to me.
No, it's Da Vinci, not Greek. Da Vinci.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Exactly. It's like grabbing the still. I didn't know you could do that. I used to seriously render everything out and then shrink it back down just to get the quote unquote still. Who would have thought you could go into the color page, grab a still, and duh, don't have to render anything out no more. The little things you learn.
I got a sneaky suspicion that a number of things that Daniel, what is it,
Battelle, yeah.
I have a funny feeling that some of the things that he demonstrates are probably only in the paid version.
Possibly. There's a guy I watch called Wits End, WHIT apostrophe S End. And the thing I like, he's just a kid, but the thing I like about him is he tells you up front, this is not available in the non-paid version. If you want to use this effect, you have to get the paid version.
Yeah,
And I like that.
Yeah, it would be nice to know that go up front. It would.
Sure.
Because then I don't waste my time watching something that I'm like, well, I can't do it anyway.
Right. And the other thing that I don't like is I've seen a lot of really good videos of really cool effects but they put it to background hip hop music and they never say a word, and it's at 100 mile an hour. Oh, that's a cool picture. I like that.
Well, I've copied over most of the data from the existing streamer. I still have to do something with that. That keeps coming up. I'll have to fix that.
What is that?
I have no idea. It's something that's in startup, and I don't understand why it's there. I just gotta see where it's at. Windows start.
While you're seeing where it's at, I'm gonna go grab a water and see what fish is being cooked. Oh wait, we had an aquarium. Maybe we are having fish.
Oh, you got 6 less fish.
Well, that's interesting. Doesn't show up.
Is it hidden?
It might be. It's entirely no. I have hidden items shown. Okay, I'm sorry, in the wrong place. That's why I'm in the wrong place. I am an idiot. In users,
You said it, not me.
it's in here. It's in here.
Long Dog says he was telling his mom about my channel this morning in DaVinci. Well, thank you, Long Dog. I appreciate that. I have picked up a couple new subscribers. I'm up to 236, or I was. I haven't looked. So slowly but surely it's building up. I'll get to 400 by the end of the year.
Do not know why that file is there. It shouldn't be.
Well, I can't read what that says. What does that say? Well, too late now.
All right, so I got to go back in. I got to do all my settings again.
Thank you, Tony. Tony says it's still at 236. That's cool. You saying that about Daniel Battelle? I also imagine he's using the paid version as well.
It would make sense that he would be.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, it would be nice if these guys who show you how to do things would at least mention
Yep.
that, oh, by the way, this only works in the paid version.
Yep.
That would be helpful.
Yeah. Tim. Alex, are you still talking to Tim? Did you get his computer fixed yet?
I am not. We hung up so he could get on the Zoom, and then as soon as we hung up on the cell phone, he started having issues with Zoom.
There's your Nick 7,000 view video, how to get Tim Sowell computer to work after hanging up from Zoom.
Doubtful. You probably are correct. And probably the only reason why that video has 8,000 views now, not 7,000, by the way, is because it's got your name in it.
No, I doubt it. Seriously. If that were the case, I'd be sitting well above 236. Jeff Ryman says, I am finally here. I haven't even been paying attention to time, Jeff. I know you said you were going to be running a tad bit behind. It is 8. Well, you're here before 8:30 out in the West Coast. Well, Vegas. So that's good. I'll be glad when I get my vision taken care of. It's getting to be a pain in the neck to have to move things from one monitor to the monitor right in front of me so that I can read it. Welcome in, Jeff.
Yes, finally. Just
Well,
got
about
ready
time.
for small children.
About time you got here.
I know.
Well,
No,
Jeff's
but-
just in time for me to sign off. Sorry about your luck tonight,
Yeah.
Jeff, but no, we're going to keep going. I always
Yeah.
like these. I like it when we do tech stuff like this. This is fun. I enjoy this.
HW, you're at place you get CPU-Z and HW monitor, right?
Yep. Well, that reminds me, I got to take care of this other crap too while I'm thinking of it.
If you're like me, if you don't do it right now while you're thinking about it, you'll remember it in about 3 months.
Yeah, exactly.
So how's your new system doing, Jim?
It still has a little weird problem going on with initial booting. Once it's up, it's fine, but it's having issues like from a cold start. It sometimes it'll boot fine, and other times it won't.
Hi, Rick.
Oh, Eric, excuse me.
How much snow you got on the ground tonight?
I think we're up to probably 8 inches.
Oh man.
Oh, here we have gusty winds and rain. Just started.
We were 76 and sunny today.
It was so cold they canceled the baseball practice tonight. Hallelujah. Because I wasn't going to go anyway. So
Well, are you going to drop him off?
no,
Oh, you weren't going to go at all.
at all.
Okay.
Well, it's like 15 miles across the valley to where he practices.
Right.
And got to be out there. Fortunately, the coach saw a reason. He tried to get an indoor venue, but was not able to. So he just canceled it. And hopefully in a week or so, things are going to start to warm up a little bit. So, and they had a 3-day weekend of games this last week. So they've gotten practice in.
And they could use a little bit of a break as well.
We had batting cages last night and they did okay there. So, but I got on the app where you talk to everybody on the team and said, we haven't practiced today. One of the other kids' moms immediately said, we're not coming. And then the coach said, well, I'm canceling. So
Yeah, the weather's been really interesting this winter for us.
yep.
Well,
Well,
across the whole United States, not just
yeah,
for
well,
us.
yesterday, I think it was, or day before, I-40 was blocked someplace in Arizona. I mean, I can remember driving through Arizona on I-40, and there's at least 2 stretches where they're maybe in New Mexico. I'm not sure which. They have signs up on the interstate,
Yep.
and they have places where they can block the road,
Yep.
and it's for snow.
I can honestly say that I got stuck in one of those in late August one year, driving back from Indianapolis to San Diego. So I can check
Really?
that off.
Okay.
Yep, I can check that off my bucket list because I
Well,
was so mad at myself because I'm driving and you see all these warnings and it was snowing pretty good and I thought, it'll be fine. And the exit behind me had a truck stop, which would have been much more smarter to be stuck at the truck
Yep.
stop than on the highway.
well, I got lucky. When I drove here for the first time. The first time to come and live and work here in December 2000. And I drove from East Tennessee clear out here. Took 2.5 days to do it. And I had just kept going in between the bad weather. And fortunately, it was timed exactly right.
Yeah.
And I got here, I stayed in Kingman, Arizona the last night. And I called in, I told him I was going to be a little bit late getting to work because I didn't know my way around out here yet.
Yeah.
And
Kingman's an interesting town.
it is. It's not a bad place, but it seems I have an odd feeling when I'm there, and I don't know how to say it other than that.
I'll tell you
I
another
don't think there's
interesting.
anything bad about it.
Right. Boulder City, is that the one that's just like has a
Well, that's the one near the dam. Of course, the bypass
Oh, not
is
Boulder
not
City
around that
then.
now.
Let me think. It sits out there in the middle of it's between Boulder City and Kingman.
There's a couple of little podunk stops up
Searchlight.
there.
Searchlight.
Oh, well, now, Searchlight, you remember where the Railroad Pass Casino is?
Yes.
Okay, right about the time you get there, it's changed since they got the interstate finished out there. This is the beginnings of Interstate 11.
Right.
But you're going towards Boulder City, and then you make a hard right turn and go down 95, I think it is.
Yeah, it sounds right.
And when we moved from here to go to Aiken, South Carolina, I was driving my old 98 F-150 towing a U-Haul behind me, and we got about part of the way to Boulder City, and the traffic was backed up clear from the dam, clear up almost to Railroad Pass Casino for some reason.
Wow.
So I got turned around and we went down through Searchlight and on down to Laughlin, and then got on the interstate down there, and it was up and down over the hills with the
Yeah.
trailer going that way.
The thing I found interesting about Searchlight was I think it has like one convenience store that has a McDonald's and 2 gas pumps, and that's about
And a
it.
casino.
And a very small casino. You are correct. There's slots and everything in Vegas, though. I mean, I walked into a 7-Eleven Lorna and I's first visit over there to get a drink, and I'm like, "There's 15 slot machines in here, unbelievable."
Yep. It's a separate class of gaming license for the Smiths and the Albertsons and the little places. But
I'll
you'll
be
see,
back.
I
I'm
think
going
they've
grocery
got
shopping. Come back 4 hours later. Where are the groceries? I sat down at the slots.
I've never played the slots in a grocery store. That's one thing I haven't done. I have played once in the airport, not while I've lived here, but years ago when I
Right.
flew out.
Yeah, I found it was interesting that once you get past all the security, there are slot machines in the airport.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable.
They didn't build all of these big casinos and other things here because they pay you good money for playing either.
No, that's for sure. Long Dog says it snowed in the Palm Springs area and it stuck to the roofs but not the ground. Well, that makes sense because the ground would be too warm and the roofs might
Yep.
be a little colder. Idaho's expected to get a big snow Saturday or Sunday, 80% chance. But are they going to tell you how much snow? I don't know. I don't watch the weather.
I don't know.
in Idaho.
I know a couple of folks in Idaho. I could ask them on Facebook.
It's funny that he brings up Idaho because Alex and I were talking about Idaho earlier, and I honestly didn't know until today that Idaho produces 1/3 of the potatoes grown in the United States.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yep,
That better
Idaho
be my
potato.
final Jeopardy question too, since I took the time to look it up.
I lived in Idaho Falls one summer back in 1968. Had a job out there for the summer.
And you don't mind admitting that?
It's been a long time ago.
183 views on that video in the last 48 hours.
Do another
One of
one.
yours? Are you talking about one of yours, Alex, or one of Ken's?
Yeah, my most popular one now. It's got 8,000 views. It's got 183 of those views within the last 48 hours.
Yeah, which one was that? I think you mentioned the other night, but
It's the how to fix the Zoom screen
okay,
flickering when you
yeah, I remember now. Yeah,
and in the last 60 minutes, in the last hour, it's gotten 2 views.
hey,
It
Don't
shows
complain.
me.
The views of you, they add up.
even
see-
if they don't watch the whole thing, if they stay long enough to count as a view, that's all good.
That's what I need to determine. I need to determine the length of time that constitutes an official view. I'm really needing to find that out. It's rather important.
Find out what?
What's the length of time that constitutes an official view?
I think Kerry mentioned that one time. I think he said it was like 30 seconds or something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
It's sick. I know that it's seconds. It's not a minute.
I don't want to contradict a experienced tech of 35 and a half seconds experience, but things might have changed. Can you see what's my highest rated? Or do you have that ability?
No, I
What?
actually
You can find crap on the internet and you can't tell me oh my goodness. It's a good thing I can't get to the waiting room because I'll tell you where you'd be going.
Yeah, I can tell you.
We could go through all your videos one by one and write it down.
Yeah. How long would that take? How many videos do I have now? I've done 110 already just this year.
Well,
it's just hard to believe.
Videos.
Yeah, Long Dog says they're going to the store to get what they need. That's always wise in that neck of the woods.
If I go under just your videos, Greg's not going to like this, but if I go under just your videos, not your live streams, your most popular video is a
Better not say Da Vinci.
It's a removal of watermark from Da Vinci Resolve, and it's got 1.8K views from 1 year ago.
How do you find that? Is there a way to sort those?
If you go under videos, if you go to Ken's channel, click on videos.
Click on popular. Okay.
Yeah. And then if you click on live, the most popular.
One of them that's fairly highly rated is Grandpa Gets a Makeover.
Yeah, it's in the 2000s, or it was, I thought.
It says 592 views.
No, not in the 2000s.
The Friday Golf Part 5, I think, is 1.3 thousand. 1,300 views.
The most popular live video that you've got, Ken, is our Zoom session from 6/4/2022.
321 views.
Saturday night recap from eight months ago.
How many views does it have?
321.
So my most watched uploaded videos, 6,651. Fast forward putting, which still just amazes me. And then Walmart number 2, 2,627. Part 2, when it was snowing, 1997. Removal of watermark, 1,958. But the odd thing about that is I never showed how to remove the watermark.
Well, now that's the one that's showing as most popular from where I see your stuff.
Yeah, I went to the studio. I'm looking at my channel itself.
Yeah, so you can see more accurately there, I think.
Yeah. And then when I go to live and click on views, 321, 265, 208. Tonight's stream's already had 26 views, so that's been pretty consistent. I've been in between 20 and 40 most nights, which is fine.
Excuse me.
Interesting. I'm getting a higher clock speed doing the undervolt and temperature limit than I get if I just leave it to its own devices.
Yeah,
was that What a Putt or What a Putt?
Yeah. What a Putt was my very first upload, 2008. And I don't remember exactly how long it is. I have no idea how many views it's got.
I first miser, but I thought it said What a Putt.
Maybe it should say What a Putts. Maybe I get more views.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
So have you seen this, Jeff? Oh, hang on. Look, are you watching the stream itself?
I was looking through your stuff on your channel. I've got the stream up now.
All right. Have you seen this?
I'm waiting. Well, we won't comment on that. Now here are some Wintermute said to look at the shorts, but I've never particularly wanted to see your shorts. Sorry about that.
I need to get a audio
fast
bite.
forward putting. That's where the 6.6 thousand is.
Yep. An 11-second
That's amazing. And I don't mean to denigrate or anything, but
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't either. And I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth, but
Nope.
man, that's just amazing.
Now, some of these, I like a couple of these. Grandpa teaches Snoopy dance. Grandpa learned to be an eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cute.
Yeah.
Part 2 of it begins. Now, is that where you are now?
Yes.
Looks like
yes.
new house.
Yeah, that's when it had started. That's when we were expecting that big, massive snow that never produced, so which was fine. Great guy likes the broadcast of my napping video.
Well, that's interesting. You have It Begins, which has 315 views, and then part 2 of It Begins has 1,900 views. And I'm going, what?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
no.
People are odd, and people like what they like, and
yep.
You know, again, I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Nope,
so
absolutely not.
Honestly, Ken, it surprises me that the video of you coming to see me the first time doesn't have more views than it does on my channel.
How many does it have?
I have to look.
Like my tongue.
Well, I sure never left my computer on last night. Now I'm screwed.
Hi, Sean.
Hey.
Remember, we're still streaming.
No. I left my computer on last night. Guess what happened during the night?
Oh, you got Windows 11 now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Normally I turn it off, but not last night.
Is that seriously what happened? You woke up to Windows 11?
Yeah.
Oh man. That's horrible.
When they asked you if you wanted it, have you ever just said not now?
Yeah, I thought my TPN was off.
And Jim shows us right there. Would you like Windows 11?
Sure.
179, Ken.
See that? There's the background.
I've been offered it
twice
or 3 times, and I always just say no, thank you, and it goes away.
Yeah, we're looking at. I've got Jim spotlighted, so we're looking at what he's doing. We'll come back to you if you don't mind in a little bit. Wintermute says people love a sequel. Yes, sometimes they do. Long Dog says I can't believe snow. I am hearing about the whole state of California, even LA. Yeah, I seen a thing where Hollywood had a snow warning out, which is hard to believe. Yeah, and most sequels don't live up to the original movies, in my humble
and the same can be said of TV shows. A lot of the cartoons that I've watched when I was a kid now have sequels. First one that comes to mind is Clifford the Big Red Dog. Amazon took that over, and it's a crapshoot now. It's not nearly as good as what it used to be.
Well, it depends what you're used to in a sense. A lot of them, as old as some of us are, we got used to the old 2-dimensional cartoons, and now they have computer-assisted drawings and all that kind of stuff. Yep. It just isn't the same.
Yeah. I can honestly say I don't think I've seen 1 second of, what'd you say it was, Clifford the Big Red Dog?
Yes.
Yeah, I've never seen. No,
you need to hang around your grandkids when they're watching kids stuff.
I don't know if they would like that. Now I can say, I'm not sure if I'm proud to say this or not, but I can say I've seen a few episodes of Blue's Clues.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a few episodes of Dora the Explorer.
And you've seen at least a minute's worth of Curious George.
What about Daniel Tiger?
Who?
No, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's a ripoff of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Well, it is. It came about after he died.
Oh, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
The person who did that is the same person who did Blue's Clues. They hired them specifically to do Daniel Tiger.
Hmm.
And it was only after Mr. Rogers passed away.
Hey, Sean. Sean's still with us?
Nope.
He's the
Going off of
rectangle's up there. He's out of the room.
Oh, when he
But-
comes back, let me know because Long Dog says he might be able to roll it back to Windows 10.
If it's only just happened, yeah.
yeah, you can.
The original guy that did Blue's Clues back in
Steve.
season 1, Steve, he left and they hired another guy because it was both of them
No, but
guys were
after
using their
Blue's
real
Clues-
faces.
After Blue's Clues was over, the producer or whoever was behind the scenes on it moved to do the Daniel Tiger thing at the request of Mr. Rogers' estate.
Huh. I've never seen Daniel the Tiger.
Well, it's a cartoon version of Mr. Rogers without Mr. Rogers. It's the characters
Oh, okay.
from
The neighborhood of make-believe.
Make-Believe Land or whatever he called it.
I'll tell you what, some of the funniest things that were done off of Mr. Rogers, some of the spoofs and whatnot, I think some of the funniest ones were from Saturday Night Live with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And obviously, since we're streaming, we can't get into that very deep, but
The
they
only
were funny.
The only new episodes of a cartoon show that I really like is Arthur, and that's mainly because in the newer episodes they pretty much just updated the graphics. They didn't change any of the character voices or anything like that.
Arthur is no longer being produced. They announced
Yes.
that sometime in the last year.
They quit it after a while because it had been. But it's
been
one
quite
of
a few
it's-
years. Yeah.
But it's 25 years old. It's one of the longest running, if not the longest running, cartoon show in television history.
I'm guessing Sesame Street doesn't count as a cartoon show.
Sims has gone 30
Right.
some.
Yeah. Arthur was the longest PBS kids cartoon anyway. I don't know about all of TV. I don't keep up with it,
But Sesame Street was also a PBS kids thing, and they got black and white episodes of Sesame Street from 1970 something, I think.
Remember Jim Henson and the Muppets?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With the creator of the Muppets and the Sesame Street stuff and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Did I hear Wintermute?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I'm
did.
here.
Hey, Wintermute.
Hey,
They have a new rip off of PBS has a new rip off of what's that Tonight Show, Larry King Live or whatever. That's Elmo instead of Larry.
I wonder how many views that gets. I'll get a puppet to take my place. Oh, funny.
All right, this thing looks like I'm pretty much done.
That would be fun. That would be pretty funny though if we all was able to go in here as puppets. We all had our own little puppets.
Well, I counted myself good that I was able to
was Zoom.
figure out how to do an avatar.
Yeah, I seen that. That was funny.
Yeah, I don't think it looks much like you, but
Well, I've had
Right.
several of my family members tell me it looks like me. And I said, God help me.
Jim, can I go
But,
ahead and unstop the
Oh yeah,
spotlight?
yeah.
All right.
Go.
There we go. So, Sean, is what you wanted to show us YouTube friendly, or do you want to wait?
No, I wanted to wait.
All right.
Oh wow, I was just showing you that I had Windows 11.
Oh,
I'm
you
looking
do?
back in. I'm looking back in here. Like the last time I did it, there was an option to do it. There's no option now.
No option to roll it back?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
There should be.
Yeah,
I do have a backup of my Windows 10 operating system right here. I could just re-image the drive, but
that's what I would do.
There ought to be you ought to have the option to roll it back, I would think.
I don't. There's
Yeah,
no option.
crazy.
I'm in the where it's supposed to be. It's not here.
You don't have it in recovery under
Advanced options, I believe.
Oh,
Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. We're at an hour 20. I want to thank everyone that was here tonight. Tony Wallow was first. Greg Guy was a distant second. I don't remember how many minutes. William Dawson was third. Bobby Warren was fourth. Long Dog joins us from the wonderful state of Idaho. He's up visiting his dad. Wintermute was there, I do believe. I seen him. Let's see. I'm trying to read this from too
And
far away.
I was last.
Yeah, basically, you finally showed up. Now, what's going to happen is here in a
Not the
minute,
last comment, but the last to join the chat.
I'm going to hit stop the stream. Bob Watchymcall is going to say, I'm finally here. Anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow night. Should be about 10:30 again. She's working 16. So hitting the, okay, I will be here when I can. Cool. Yep. No worries. Hitting the button.